I already know it. I know we about to shine, cause we already glowing. To get all this
Welcome to the Instant Classic Wrestling Podcast, the only podcast that is always an Instant Classic.
And your
And we want to punch Jim Cornette in the face repeatedly until he bleeds because he's stupid. We'll see you on the dippity dippity. Oh yeah.
Alrighty, people. That he's back gets me every time. It does. It gets me every single time. I'm always like, bruh. But anyway, we're talking about the Cruiserweight Classic. I didn't really know what to call this. I don't know if this is week one. It was like the first part of the first round, kinda. So I think there's 16.
Yeah.
What?
Week one. Because it's 10 weeks. So.
Okay. That makes sense. All right, so week one of a Cruiserweight Classic premiered on 7/13/2016 on the WWE Network for only whatever cost that it cost and whatnot. But
$9.87.
I think so. Yeah, that sounds about right. But anyway, we started off with a video package on cruiserweights, kind of the history of cruiserweights, and kind of this tournament, how this tournament kind of came about. I like this already, just because it feels like this is the most work we've seen WWE put into a tournament in a while. Just the setup was different, which was nice. The way it was shot felt like slightly different. Slightly like I like that the entrance was kind of to the side a little bit. That was different. They used different monitors and everything. I really like that. I just thought it was kind of a cool, unique thing to kind of set this off and set it apart from normal WWE shows. But I enjoyed the show tonight overall. Any thoughts on kind of the setup or the video package?
I love the video package. It definitely made it feel bigger. And I think kind of having Mauro Ranallo do the talking in it was kind of just the way he talks in his voice makes it seem even bigger than it is. Like it makes him feel like important, which is why he should be on Raw. I'm just saying. Maybe SmackDown. I'm just saying. But I definitely like that. I also really liked the entranceway, how they kind of had it to the side, and there wasn't a ramp. It was just kind of an entranceway. It kind of it made it feel like almost like that indie feel. But you could tell it was a big show.
The big show. Don't know. Oh, not that big show. Dang, I thought I had.
I'm gonna leave now.
Alrighty, let's jump into the first match we have of the night. It was Gran Metalik versus Alejandro Saez. I might butcher some of these names. We kind of butchered some of these names just out of fun earlier, but I really I enjoyed this match. This was the first match of the Classic, and I think it was smart to have this as the first match of the Classic. Just because you're not putting like all your stars in, like, because obviously there's big stars in this tournament, and they're not throwing them all in at you at one time, but they're throwing two talented guys at you at the same time, and I like that because I've never watched either one of these. Gran Metalik sounds familiar, but I don't think I've ever watched him. He was doing crazy things off the ropes. I was like, what am I watching? I was enjoying it though. I was like, oh man, this guy, he reminded me a lot of kind of Kalisto a little bit, but I think. I felt like he had more of an arsenal than Kalisto does, and maybe that's because Kalisto's on the main roster now and doesn't feel like they ever have anything on the main roster. But I enjoyed it though. I like the shooting star press from the apron, and then Gran Metalik would end up winning with the fisherman's driver. I like this tournament because it does it. There are so many styles, in this tournament, and I think that really lends its hand a lot to this cruiserweight. Like it's not necessarily a style. And I like it. I was enjoying this whole thing. I just thought it was unique, and it was cool to see cruiserweights in a light where they're not just flying around and that's it. Because I think even as wrestling fans, we think of cruiserweights as just being guys who can fly around to a certain degree. They've always been, especially with WWE, always been molded in that fashion to me, in my opinion. But Casey, any thoughts on the match?
When I think of cruiserweights, I think of Dean Malenko, who was a perfect tactician in the ring, didn't do no fly. I don't know. But First of all, Daniel Bryan, Mauro Ranallo, and the ring announcer all said Gran Metalik a different way. Every single one said it a different way, and I'm like, so how is it? Is it Metalik? Is it Metalik? Is it? I don't know. But I was very impressed with Alejandro Saez. I don't know how to pronounce his name either. I mean, they said it, but I don't remember. Being basically in control in the beginning, I like that. Gran Metalik comes back. Awesome dive over the top rope by Gran Metalik, and then the man walks from the turnbuckle on top of the rope, and then does it. Oh man. And a nice, like DJ said, a nice shooting star press by Saez on the off of the apron. I was surprised that Gran Metalik did advance. I fell into WWE's usual racism with luchadors, and I was like, they probably not going, but he did. And I was impressed. He has, I think they said he's wrestled for CMLL. So he's definitely really good. But what I liked about just all these matches in general is both guys, in each match kind of got to show what they can do. Even in some of the matches where we were pretty sure we knew who was going to win, the two last matches, we still, their opponents still got, a lot of good offense in. So that'll definitely help them. And I'm pretty sure even some of these guys that lost or got eliminated will probably get some sort of like developmental or an offer or something. Because all of them were really good. I was really impressed with all the matches. But I was just surprised that Gran Metalik did advance.
Alrighty. Next we had Hoho Lun, I think that's how you pronounce it, versus Daivari. Not the Daivari you're thinking of. I think it's his brother or something like that. He is kind of some sort of kin to him. But I was excited for this. I like that Daivari didn't even shake his hand. It like immediately set him apart from everyone else because it seemed like everybody was just gonna, code of honor, do your thing. And I like that he didn't shake his hand and set him apart. Daivari with those running knees was nice. I was like, that's my boy. Because I'm a big fan of the running knee. Shout out to Tommaso Ciampa. The jumping round kick by Daivari was nice, but then Hoho Lun comes back and wins with the bridging German suplex. This is a good match though. Daivari had that kind of a more smash mouth type of a style. And obviously Hoho Lun was more of a strong style type of a guy. But I definitely enjoyed it. I thought it was a good match. I was surprised that Daivari didn't win, just because I felt like he looked more impressive in the match. Like he got more of his stuff in or whatever. Like to me, he just looked way more impressive than Hoho Lun did. I know Hoho Lun won, but that doesn't mean he impressed me more. But anyway, Casey, you disagree. I can tell it. I can see it on your face and your facial expressions and nonverbals and whatnot. What was your thoughts? You didn't like Daivari?
Well, DJ, he just likes people for their name. It's he don't look into the match and how good Hoho Lun been. I mean, he a trailblazer. He started the first promotion in Hong Kong. He the man. But I did like this match. I liked the contrast in styles. I think that's going to be one thing that we're going to like a lot in this tournament is when we get a contrast in styles, when we get, a smash mouth guy versus, a speed and agility type guy that's going to, make for really good matches, or, a technician versus, whatever. It's, kind of like DJ said before, it's not all, high flyers and stuff like that, which is kind of cool. I did like Hoho Lun's speed and agility kind of mixed with that strong style a little bit. You could definitely see different, different styles that he had. You know, they were talking about how he did train in Japan for a little bit, so he has that mix of that Japanese style with kind of his own unique style. You know, the fans were definitely behind the man in this match, Hoho Lun, the better of the two. You know, I mean, because at the end of the day, it's just Daivari's little brother in this match. I'm just saying, you know,
he's actually better than Daivari. I'll be honest, he's actually better than Daivari.
It's his little brother. Shut up.
But I mean, we didn't really see. I don't remember seeing a lot from Daivari back when he was in WWE. The focus was mainly on Muhammad Hassan.
Yeah.
But anyway,
I think he had like a couple matches, but he was more of a manager.
Yeah. But all right, we got the next match on the card, and I'm gonna give it to you because I can't pronounce Clement's name, so I'm gonna give it to you.
We got Clement Petiot. That's what they said. That's what they said, so I'm saying it. Versus Cedric Alejandro. I don't know how you pronounce that man's name. But you know, we knew this match would be good just with Cedric Alexander. You know, we were both fans of him in Ring of Honor. I'm glad, though. I'm glad that we got more of a face Cedric Alexander in this one, in this tournament anyway. Just because I don't know how well his heel gimmick would come over to WWE. You know, because you know, it felt like he didn't even really have it that long in Ring of Honor. So you know, we got more of a face Cedric Alexander, and although we were about 99.8% sure Cedric was going to win, I do like that we, you know, did get to see a lot of kind of good things from Petiot. You know, so I definitely hope we see him, you know, if not in WWE in the future, maybe TNA or Ring of Honor or something, and not just as the generic French guy like DJ was hoping that he was going to be. But Cedric Alexander does advance, so definitely a good match, though.
Yeah, I enjoyed this match. I thought it was definitely, you know, it was good. I was like, first question I asked, I was like, why is Petiot a heel? Is it just because he's French? Like, is that what it is? Like, it's a French guy going up against an American guy, so the French guy's got to be a heel, right? He's attacking America. He's part of that multicultural alliance. I know. I see what they're trying to do.
With name. Yeah.
But I like the brawling style that Petiot had. You know, I enjoyed it. The clothesline he hit on Cedric Alexander. Ooh. The sell was great. The clothesline was great, and then the suplex into the lifting backbreaker was nice by Cedric Alexander. I just enjoyed it. I thought it was a good, definitely a good match. It's gonna be nice to see Cedric Alexander going into the next round against the winner of our next match, which I'm going to also give to Casey because, you know, 2-2, you know, it works.
All right. We got Kota Ibushi versus Sean Maluta. You know, from the first kick, it killed Sean. That first kick, he died. I was like, oh, match is over. He done.
He's dead. He's dead.
But Sean could not take those kicks, man. His facial expressions when he got kicked were the best. I don't know if it was just the sell or if he was legitimately like, oh my God, I'm gonna die. But it was good. Kota did the best sell for the top row code breaker I've ever seen. You know, he flipped out of the ring and like I think he rolled all the way to the back and then rolled all the way back to the ring again. I mean, that sell. That was a sell. Then, ladies and gentlemen, it was confirmed. Sean Maluta is indeed related to the Usos. When he tried and miserably failed at trying to dive over the top rope and then like landed on the apron and then almost broke his. I watched that spot back like 2 or 3 times. I don't know what he was planning on doing there. I don't know what his ideal outcome was, but he almost broke his neck. I'm just saying. The match to me just seemed just like a mismatch to me. Kota pretty much kind of controlled the entire match. We did see some, good stuff from Sean Maluta, and I like him. It's just I don't think putting him against Kota Ibushi really was the best for a good match. I just think Kota Ibushi is so much better than Sean Maluta, and nothing against Sean Maluta. He comes from that Samoan dynasty, and he's good. It's just I think if he was put up against somebody else, it would have been a better first match for him. But definitely a good match, though. I liked it. And Kota Ibushi obviously advances. Any thoughts on the match?
Yeah, I definitely enjoyed it. I thought it was. I feel like I said that about everything. I liked it. I just thought about that. I was like, wait a minute, did I just say this? But anyway, I thought this match was definitely good. I agree with you on the Maluta thing, but I disagree with you on the whole suicide dive thing. I think he meant to
watch it.
I did, but to me, like, I don't know how do you just continue to flip like that if you're not trying to do it, right? Like it would have been a little bit different if he would just fell in the apron and died. Not died, but fell in the apron and whatnot. You know what I mean? Like, if he would have just fell in the apron, but he kept going with the rotation, so that's why I think he meant to do it. In my opinion, I kind of liked it. I thought it was unique. I kind of liked it. But anyway, yeah, that first kick got him though. I thought that was freaking hilarious. He was dying immediately from the first kick. That's what messed him up. He was still selling the leg when he went to go for the dive, and that's what messed him up. Yeah, he did almost die on his own dive. He did. It was close. But I did like if it was, what I mean, if it was a mess up, which it seems like everybody thought it was. Shout out to Daniel Bryan for covering that up. Like I thought that was a really nice cover up on commentary where he was like, sometimes in these tournaments to get farther in it, you got to do things you might not normally do, you might not probably even can't do. And I like that. I thought that was freaking just a great cover up. But the Pele, oh man, the Pele on when Maluta was on the top turnbuckle. Okay. And then the super kick. Oh, I was so hyped. I was so hyped for that super kick. And then the sit down last ride, man. Oh man, I don't know why Undertaker never sat down on it, but he should have, because it looked amazing with the sit down. I'm a big fan of sit down power bombs anyway, but I enjoyed it. I thought this match was amazing. This whole show was good. There wasn't really any like sore spots or anything like that. I think even watching guys who you don't really know, who are not necessarily like, I guess, superstars, as far as some of them, obviously some of these guys I don't know at all. I felt like it was still, good wrestling, which was great. I really enjoyed it. I mean, I guess that's about it. The Cruiserweight Classic, week 1. It's in the books. Next week, it seems like we're gonna have some good stuff next week. I can't remember exactly what the matches are, but I'm just gonna be surprised when I see them. Because that's kind of what it's all about. But if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. Give your thoughts about the Cruiserweight Classic. Who's gonna win? I am gonna post a link in the description. I meant to do it before this, but I'll post a link in the description to a bracket you can fill out yourself. Obviously, they've already filled in the week 1 results, but you can fill in the rest of them and kind of submit that if you want to, and show off your bracket predicting skills. But that's about it. We'll see you guys later.